Hello everyone. In this video, I'll show you how to upgrade or add a separate SSD to your Lenovo Legion 7i Gen 9 laptop. Don't forget to subscribe and stick around for my next video on dual booting Ubuntu with Windows. This Lenovo Legion 7i 9th Gen comes with 1 TB SSD inbuilt, and I'm going to add one more with 2 TB of SSD, which is from Samsung 990 Pro. So I'll show you where that goes. So there we can see that to slow the more extra slots, so that Lenovo Legion has two slots for the SSD. And this is 990 Pro 2 TB SSD, which I'm going to install there. So it's time to check whether the installation is success or not. It's not showing up in the Windows File Manager right now. So under disk management, you can see that 2 TB SSD is already connected, but it is not allocated. So we may need to create the new simple volume. So we need to choose which file system it is required and blah, blah, blah things. So you can either create that as a single partition, so entire partition as a single drive, or you can divide it into two separate. So I'm going to divide it into two because I want to install the first partition for Ubuntu. So I'm planning to install dual booting on my new SSD. First 1 TB of partition will goes to the Ubuntu, and the next partition of 1 TB storage for Windows. So that's what my plan is. Like, let's see how things works. So the 1 TB allocation for the first partition of 1 TB is done. So we need to choose the second partition. So the second partition I'm planning to use for the Windows. So I'm keeping it is for the NTFS file system. And the first was exFAT. So no matter which one you choose, it's fine. So if you're planning to install a new Ubuntu, so you need to unallocate it at the end. So I just won't want to install my Ubuntu on the middle of the SSD. So I want to install on the start. That's the reason I'm partitioning the first partition, and I will be deleting it later. And while installing the Ubuntu, we can choose that unallocated partition for the Ubuntu installation. And I'll show you that how to do that and every step by step in the coming up video. Not in this video, so do check out my profile for that video. I'll be uploading that soon. So right now we got two partitions. You can able to see that in the file system. So the file manager is already showing 1 TB, 1 TB each. A little bit different. So yeah, that's fine. So that's it. So right now we have two different partitions. I'm going to delete the first partition as I said, so I don't need that. I need that as an unallocated partition for Ubuntu installation while installing Linux. We can choose that unallocated partition for Ubuntu. So that's it. All good. So whoever don't need to install the Ubuntu or whatever the dual partition concept on, they can create how many parts. Like just make it as a single partition. That's fine. Totally 2 TB as a separate partition. And it'll show you that over here. So you don't need to worry about that dividing the single partition into multiple times. Anything. Yep. Thanks, guys.